You want to be a little office potato? Yeah, you should. I'm not in my usual office. I like being in the upstairs office under the desk. You're all I got today, girlfriend. Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today. I've got Nanners underneath the desk here, so if you hear any licking or anything, it's her. She's been doing this thing with Zach. When Zach works at his desk upstairs, he set up a pillow for her at his feet. So she, every morning when she wakes up, she busts through the door and she goes right to the desk and makes herself comfortable. But today he's out of the house, so I was like, I'll put a pillow under my desk, I guess. And she crawled right under, and that's where she is. She's adorable. And thank you to those who asked. She is feeling a lot better. But anyways, today has been a little bit of a busy day, so I will share it with you. Oh, I should let you guys know, you may see a little scratch underneath of my eye. That was Bruno. Bruno decided to kick me in the eyeball yesterday because I was trying to check his tummy for a little, he had like a little bump on it, and I don't know if it's a cyst or a pimple. Didn't get a good look because the, got me in the eye. So yeah, now I have a nice scratch that's probably gonna take a while to heal. Oh, I was irritated, but you know, I should have watched out for him. Anyways, so this morning I had a Zoom call meeting and that went really well. It's for a project I'm very excited to share with you when it's all done and I'm able to do that. But it's a little bit of a hectic time right now. And then I filmed another video that wound up being a little bit messy, and you will see that soon. I don't know how that video is gonna go over, but hopefully you guys like it. But I wanted to kind of pre-film some stuff because next week I will have very limited availability, just working on stuff, and then we have friends coming to visit. Summertime is always, you know, it's either super duper busy or it is nothing at all. And I've been running outside because I have these big whiskey barrel planters by our barn, and I grew a lot of the plants that are in there now. Thank you, laundry. I grew a lot of the plants that are in them, but we have gotten no rain. It is very bad. It's like hazy out today because the pollen, it's awful. So anyways, I've been running out there and slowly watering all of the planters, but we do have a couple of poppies that are blooming. Finally, I feel like I've seen everybody else's poppies blooming all around here, and none of mine were even close to the size that theirs were, probably because they watered theirs and I let mine starve. But some of them are blooming. They're really, really pretty. But yeah, let me go check on the laundry because I've got some stuff washing. I want to just throw it in the dryer. Okay, I got everything in the dryer. I'm actually running another load, but every time that I go outside, my eyes feel like they're getting full of pollen, and I have allergy eye drops that I don't know what the heck I did with them. I've checked both of our bathrooms and my purse and everywhere that I tend to be in our home. I can't find them, so I'm gonna use a little normal saline bullet and try and rinse my eyes out again. I've done this a couple times today. I hate doing this. Ah! Okay, that worked. Sorry, I know the lighting's a little orange in here. We've got that amber lighting. I didn't get that one. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, the only issues I've ever had with my eyes are that they don't like pollen. Otherwise, great eyesight, great everything, although... Dang it, why do I do that? Guys, it was me! Dexy! Holly! Sorry about that. I was just trying to knock on some wood to not jinx myself about the eye issues, but apparently the dogs were offended, so. Okay, what do I need to do? Oh, you know what I need to do? I am due for Humira today, and I did not take it out of the fridge yet, so let's go do that. Oh, I made them angry. Yeah, I gotta take it out of the fridge to warm up on the counter. And each box comes with 2 pens, so I just need to take out the one. It's kind of hard to do when I'm holding a tripod. Oh, you're getting a cute view of me today, aren't you? Got my pen. Okay. All right, gonna put the rest back in the fridge for the next 14 days. And I'm gonna let this sit out for at least a half an hour. They're actually good out of the fridge for 14 days, but I tend to just take it out the day that I'm due. So yeah, we'll let it warm up, and then I gotta take that in a little bit, so I don't wanna forget it. I got a recent comment, like very recent, that my doctor's kind of, I'm paraphrasing here, so if I'm off, I'm sorry. But basically, I should have handled my surgeries and stuff, like I shouldn't have gotten them because I should have been managing my disease with diet. I know that if you have dealt with an illness for as long as I have, you've gotten advice about diet or, you know, all of the cures, or just, yeah, it gets a little frustrating. Like I am not one to say that doctors are perfect. I have certainly had my struggles with them, and I am not saying that diet cannot be a component of disease management. In my case though, sorry, my rectum was not good, not good. It's frustrating because there is work being done for cures for things like Crohn's disease, but then there are a lot of like false claims online, and it could give people false hope or incorrect information. It's just a struggle. I found that interesting, and I was thinking of it because of the Humira, but you know, thankfully, knock on wood, I feel like so fortunate because so many people go through the line of IBD medications, and if you really look at it, I've only been on 2 medications other than steroids for Crohn's disease. I was initiated on prednisone, obviously. That's just because I was so inflamed. I had inflammation from my esophagus all the way down. I was on fire. So they did the prednisone to try to get it under control, and then as they weaned me off of that, I went on mercaptopurine, which really did not do a whole lot for me. I think it made me sicker than, you know, healing things, but whatever. After I got the ostomy surgery, I was actually off of medications for probably 10 years. It was a long, long time. And then I started to feel a little off, got some scopes done, got some MRIs done. They saw inflammation right where my stoma is. It was like right in the junction where it passes through the abdominal wall. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was there. So then they gave me the option between Remicade infusions, which I believe happen every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on who you are, or Humira, which is every 2 weeks. And at the time, I was online, you know, have IBD friends online, and Natalie Hayden, I don't know if you follow her, she's amazing. She has a blog called Lights, Cameras, Crohn's, and she shares, you know, her journey with IBD. And she was on Humira for a very long time. She was on it before they came out with the citrate-free version. Humira used to be extremely painful, it would burn. I had given it to patients in the hospital, and I absolutely dreaded it. I had done loading doses too. Now this might not be the case if you are not in the United States, but a couple of years ago the citrate-free version came out, which actually made it so it didn't burn when you injected, and the amount was smaller. So I think it's, don't quote me on this, it might be half of the amount that it used to be that you would have to inject. And I also believe that they reduced the needle size of the Humira pens. I am not sure. Loading doses went from 4 injections, so people would do the left or the right side of their stomachs and both of their legs, and it would be burning, and that's just got to be awful to have an injection that burns so badly and you have to do it 4 times. I was so fortunate to see Natalie's video though, where she took the citrate-free version for the first time, and she was in tears. She was like amazed at how there was no pain. And like, yes, you're injecting yourself with a needle, and sometimes I like get it wrong, I position it wrong, and it hurts, but I've never had burning from it. So when I saw her video and I knew that I was heading towards Humira, I decided Self-injection is easier for me just schedule-wise than going to a clinic, getting infusions over a few hours, which is just funny because now I have to go for IV fluids. But at the time, I was like, that's just easier. I won't have to schedule it around, you know, my nursing schedule and whatnot. Yeah, so I never experienced the pain of the citrate version, and it worked really fast for me. It healed that small portion of Crohn's disease in my terminal ileum where my stoma is. It didn't do anything for my colon and my rectum when I still had it, because the problem with that was I had, you know, the strictures and all that fun stuff, but I also had diversion colitis, which is something that can happen when you have an ostomy, you're not using your colon. Your colon needs a certain amount of kind of like nutrition, like fatty acids, or you can get diversion colitis. There are enemas available that doctors can prescribe. I believe that you have to get them at special pharmacies, and the reason we didn't do it was because I couldn't get enemas up. So Humira, knock on wood, has worked so well for me, and I have no active Crohn's disease that they can find, so love it. Anyway, on a totally different subject, I thought some of you guys might like this, some of you guys might just skip over this part. Someone had commented that I'm not wearing my fun earrings anymore, and it was funny because that same day that I saw that comment, I was online shopping for earrings. And so these are just little cheap ones. They are from 𝐛𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐬, so, you know, honestly, the quality doesn't look bad. That's where I get a lot of my fun earrings, so I wanted to show you guys some of them. I've just been wearing my little studs because, you know, life gets crazy, and I don't know why, it just wasn't on the top of my mind, and I was a little bit lazy. So let me show you some of these guys. They're really cool looking. Look at this pair. This is probably one of the ones I was more excited for. Ooh, fancy. Isn't that so pretty? Hopefully they don't break and the beads go everywhere. But let me try them on. I don't know if I told you guys this. I pierced my ears in college. I did it in my dorm room. Don't do that. Do not do that. Yeah, I did it in my dorm room with a sewing needle, and I know, not a smart decision, but growing up I wasn't allowed to have pierced ears. I don't know why, it was just one of the things my dad didn't want me to have. So in college, freshman year, I was like, I'm out of the house, I'm gonna pierce my own ears. And then when I did it, my dad was like, oh, they look so nice. So obviously I think I did them good because they were even and they've lasted all these years. You know, I cleaned them real well. But that's how I've got my ears pierced. I really love these. These are beautiful. Look at me. Okay, so that's one pair. I typically don't go for these types of earrings, but I thought they were really cute. I thought they would be fun for summer, but they are heavy, and it's just this tiny little strawberry. See how tiny that is? I don't know why it's so heavy, but it is. Let's see. How's it gonna feel on the ear? Yeah, I don't get a ton of like the lacquer coated ones. But these were cute. They were small. Felt like I could wear them with, you know, a bunch of different things. So I'm gonna try to wear my fun earrings. I do love them. I just, you know, life. Oh, that's cute. Oh. I think my most favorite pair is the one I'm about to show you. These are gorgeous. Look at that! I actually got it in 2 colors too. I got it in a white and a teal. Oh, I love them. Okay. If I can find the links to these guys, I will put them in the description below. Their earrings are very cheap, which is why I get them. They're like $2 to $4. I think these were $3.80, and they always do coupons on their site. I don't know. Oh gosh, I love them. Hold on. Let's get both in. Oh my gosh. Eee! Oh, they're so sparkly too. Oh, isn't that fun? And then let's see, what else? I got some hoops. I don't do a ton of hoops, but you know, thought it'd be fun. I'm also very fortunate that I don't seem to have too much of an allergy to different metals. Maybe that's the Humira. Maybe the Humira's like, we don't need to react to that. Don't overreact to earrings, please. Ooh, very classy. And they're not too heavy, surprisingly. I did get one other hoop, and it's like a beaded hoop. Now that I see them in person, I don't know how I feel about them. Let's put them on. See, look at this. The beads are kind of hooked onto the metal with like cord or something, or wire. They're okay. They're alright. I like them. Yeah. So, I got a couple more, but here, I'll just show them to you. I've got this guy. This one actually came in a number of colors too. And I think this is the only other pair. This one. Very simple. So that's my little earring haul for you. I want to put on one of these. I think I'm going to put on these little white ones. No, I want to put on the strawberries. Yeah, let's put the strawberries on. They're so cute. I don't know, sometimes just little things like this. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it, and just a little way to keep you going, a little cheerfulness in life. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I'll try to get my fun earrings. I gotta put these in my little jewelry organizer that Zach got me a few years ago. Actually, I'm missing a bunch of my earrings. I don't know what the heck I did with them. Usually what happens is if I'm wearing fun earrings that are big and heavy, I will strew them. Strew them? I swear I make up half of my own words. I will set them aside on the table next to me if we're watching TV at night, or I put them wherever, I happen to be. So I tend to lose all of them, and they wind up in a pile somewhere where I tell myself, don't forget where you put these. But I do. I always do. And then I don't know where they are. So hopefully we don't lose these guys. They're so pretty. This really is. I love them. I just like sparkly things. That's what I think it is. I think this guy is probably warmed up enough. If you guys have never seen a Humira pen up close, I prefer to do the pens just because, it's less scary than a syringe. You see, it's really not a lot of liquid in there, but that little window is just to make sure there's nothing weird, no discoloration. Looks pretty good to me. I'm really curious about this. I've been asked this before about when I take Humira. Do you guys feel any different? Like, do you get really tired on the day that you inject? Or if you're on another biologic, do you have down days after you take your medication? Because I've gotten asked this in the past about, do you feel different after you take it? I have never noticed a difference. I really haven't. After I take it, I don't feel tired. I don't have down days. I don't have joint pain. I don't have any of that. Maybe I'm just very fortunate. It really doesn't seem like I have side effects the day of. I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I'm really curious to see if you guys experience that. All right, I think I'm just blabbing to delay myself. So I am due on my left leg. I checked my Smart Sharp Spin app and got my little alcohol wipe here. Try and find a nice fatty spot. It's probably good. Sometimes I hit it good and sometimes I hit it not so good. Yeah, this is only 0.4 milliliters if you are curious, and 40 milligrams. I take it every 2 weeks and that seems to be good. I actually have to get my Humira level checked, so. Alright, so you take off the bottom, which is where the needle is, and then take off the top so it reveals the trigger. Don't put your finger on the trigger until you've got your skin all set up and the needle pressed against. With these pens, you are not actually injecting yourself. You're not having to put the needle into the skin yourself. When you click the pen, it launches. All right, here we go. That one hit funny. Oh, that one hit funny. frick. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, is sometimes, like, the pain's gone. It just, like, very much hurt in the moment. Sometimes I think I accidentally hit muscle because I don't have a lot of subcutaneous tissue. I hit muscle more than I would like to, but it is okay. It just absorbs slower. Muscle absorbs stuff slower. Dang it. Immediately I was like, ah, no. I had like a drop come out too. Oh well. It is what it is. You don't like redose yourself because a little bit comes out. You just make sure to do it right the next time. It's kind of why I prefer doing my stomach, because I've got a little bit more tissue there to work with. Less muscle. That's gonna hurt later, I think. Usually after I inject, I get a little bit of a like lump. Sometimes it looks a little hivey, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like, oh my gosh, I need to go see a doctor. It's just like a little bump. It's a little tender for a couple days and it goes away. This one might be a little bit bigger just because I hit funny, but yeah. Oh well, what can you do? It kind of hurts. I'm very glad to, it sounds goofy just to film it, because it kind of feels like I've got you sitting here and I'm just like talking to you, and that kind of helps distract me and calm me down, especially when it doesn't go quite perfectly. Normally it doesn't hurt like that. It just, that one got me. Oh well, I mean, a tip for you, if you have medical procedures or things that you're nervous about, even if you don't share them online and you're not into that, doing it for yourself can be very helpful. It can be very therapeutic. It feels like you're talking to somebody, but also it just helps you in the moment kind of process what's going on with you. As soon as I started taking you guys along to, you know, when I used to get rectal dilations when I was a teenager, it was very helpful to me and just, I don't know, nice. I don't know how to describe it, but it's always been very helpful. I just am mad that that one hurt. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate just all of the kind comments that I've gotten recently, and I noticed some new members come in. I really am trying to plan either a Zoom call for members or a live stream for members. I just want to make sure that if I do a live stream that I do one for everyone as well. It's just with the Zoom call, if I did one for everybody, that could be very overwhelming. I am not good in front of a lot of people. I would like to do a live stream, and I like when Zach is with me. He helps me with comments and stuff too. So that is something I'm working on. It's just summer kind of gets all wonky, and you know, you never know what your plans are or how they're gonna change. You know, people wanna come visit, people wanna go do stuff. So I'm trying to plan that out, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. But I do want to do a nice members only version of it, because I'm just very grateful for the support that you guys have given me. So anyways, I know I'm blabbing on as usual, per usual for me. I hope that you guys are feeling great. I hope your week is starting off well, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.